I'll be honest, I'm starting to get the amp a bit. I know we're on the motorway, but obviously there's no towns, there's nothing around.
We are Rich and Eva on the road adventure.
And we just turned up in Orlando and we bought 2 of the cheapest motorcycles we could find on Facebook Marketplace. We're going to do them up and make them adventure ready to cross from the east to the west coast of the United States of America.
We hope these bikes will hold up for thousands of miles on a trip of a lifetime. Join us. Good morning from Fort Stockton, Texas. It's 13 degrees Celsius today. A bit windy, so that might feel a bit cold.
That sun's on my face, I'm happy.
Yesterday we did 275 miles on our little bikes, and today we're aiming to do at least same or more. It's just gone 11 o'clock now, so that's another day riding. We
filled up first thing last night, so we have a full tank ready to get going today. But we are not taking chances with the whole petrol situation, and we're filling up every time we get a half a tank. Yesterday we crossed some huge distances where there was absolutely nothing, so we must remember fuel regularly.
Fuel every time we pass in the fuel station, and we're about half. We need to fuel up. We're gonna try to demonstrate how flat my tires are.
I think that's probably the squarest tyre I think I've ever seen. That is like a car tyre, but there's still tread on it, so hopefully it's going to go the distance. But that's what happens with these long, flat, straight roads.
I'm so happy when I see the corner, because I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna unflatten them, but I don't think that it's saving those. I'm going to reset my trip, if I can press that hard enough yet. Trip A00, and we'll see what we end up on today.
Well, we did good again last night. This was one of these Super 8 motels, and they are the budget end, but I don't know if we just got lucky last night. Our room wasn't nothing special, but it was clean and tidy, and we paid, I can't remember what it was now, like £40 or something. Really can't grumble. Having said that, there does appear to be nobody else here. We only saw one other couple, and the car park was empty last night. But this area, they're all hotels. All of these big buildings around us, they're all hotels and motels, so I don't know how any of them are staying open and making any money.
Definitely not very much going on here. Probably holiday season, it gets really busy and people stop here when they take the I-10 and doing some massive miles.
I-10 West. Sure? I don't know. The sign says. Yeah, the sign says left. Your clutch still doing that thing this morning?
Yeah, my clutch is still loud. Some days are better than others.
Yours seems to be worse than mine. We've had a lot of suggestions about the funky clutch thing going on, from trying to hold the clutch in overnight to change it to a different oil to we've got the wrong oil in, but I'm confident that the oil is good. We've had a lot of other Hemi owners who've messaged us and said they've had similar problems and issues with theirs, and it just goes away. It's just a bit of a character of the bike. And once the bike's hot and done a few miles, it disappears. And that's been our experience.
Well, the best comment I've read is the one saying, please don't fix your clutch. I love the entertainment of your not working clutch. So there we go. Some positives.
Just turned off the Interstate. Wow, that is a windy experience up there. But we forgot to explain earlier on, the reason that we decided to take the Interstate is because yesterday we were taking the small roads and we realised that it was very much the same as the Interstate. It's just a 2-lane road with the same environment really, not too many towns or anything to actually see. Anyway, I'm hoping that we're going to find ourselves some lunch here. I saw a sign for a cafe of some sort. There's still snow or ice over there, see that? Look at that truck, how good does that look, black and chrome.
Honestly, I love those trucks, and I think they've got like a whole proper cabin at the back, so you have your little house with you.
Yeah, those guys must be almost living in them trucks. I bet they're in them for days. We've been sharing a few seconds there with you of the road and what it's like riding along through it. And it's interesting for us because, you know, we all watch the YouTube videos and you watch 15 seconds of someone covering, you know, 150, 200 miles. But it's only when you ride it you really do get a true idea of the, you know, the vastness of these spaces where there really is nothing. Today on the menu, a piece of pizza and a meal replacement bar, and this is about as healthy as you can find to eat here. I'll be honest, I'm starting to get the amp a bit. I know we're on the motorway, but obviously there's no towns, there's nothing around, so trying to find those nice diners where you actually get a meal, rare as rocking or shit. Where we stayed in the hotel last night, there's Pizza Hut, Domino's, KFC, McDonald's, but you won't find a meal.
How's your meal replacement bar?
Look at this for today's dog shit dinner. I'm getting a right amp, I am. Englishman just wants some potatoes or some poached eggs on toast or something. It just doesn't exist. None of the hotels make a breakfast, nothing around it does. All fast food, nothing else.
It does
all
exist,
crap.
You're just not looking in the right places.
Well, to be fair, we haven't been through a reasonable town or anything since Fredericksburg, have we?
You're just having a little meltdown, aren't you?
I am, I do get hangry. I get pissed right off. Eat this shit. That is truly horrid.
Wait. What did you say?
Like that.
I don't know what meal that's replacing.
Not mine, that's for sure.
Unlike Rich, I've sorted myself for breakfast today. I didn't record that, but maybe I will next time. I had cottage cheese and a can of tuna. I think that was it, and coffee. And that just fills me right up and I'm good for a few hours. But the problem is, if you don't...
I was so annoyed at breakfast time in the hotel this morning. It's usually waffles and pour syrup on it. There wasn't even that this morning. But there was bread that wasn't bread because it tastes like sugar.
And there was butter that wasn't butter.
There was a pot labelled butter and it wasn't even margarine spread. It was like 48% oil spread or something or other. And I was so offended by this. I wanted to steal the bit of writing on the pot that said butter.
Anyway, it makes things so much easier if your expectations are different or lower, like mine. I'm happy with cottage cheese and a can of tuna, and that sorts me out for basically half the day. But if it's not working for you, you have to suffer right now. Yeah. Here you go.
There's poached eggs and sourdough and all that.
No.
Where's all that?
No.
That's a little diddler, that is.
Look, just pulled up here.
I want one of them.
I really like them. That's a small one actually, and loads of them. They're like buses, and then they pull like a 4x4 at the back.
Uncle's Cafe, 1 out of 10. Do not recommend.
-1. Do not come here.
Yeah, you can get burger and chips in here. Surprise, surprise. You can get burger and chips absolutely anywhere in the middle of the desert here. There'll be a bloke selling you burger and chips here. I only so much of that you can take in there. So we've done 45 miles on this tank. It is 71 miles to the next, what we can see, town on the route, so we should be good to fuel to get there.
It feels like today's mission is feed Rich.
Yeah, I mean that's part of every day's mission.
You really need to lower your standards, you know.
Expectations of sourdough and poached eggs at the hotel. Yeah, we might have to spend a bit more in the hotel for that.
I don't even think they do it, even if you spend more. Well look, it's all in your head. Get over it.
Right, are we going the right way here then?
I don't know, I don't have the sat-nav on.
I think we need to go under the bridge. Yeah, that would make sense. I'll tell you what though, a little bit of joking and moaning about the food situation, but the views here, as I say, it is so vast. And it's not very often you manage to put yourself in a position like that where there is so little around. It is definitely something to behold.
I am loving this drive, and you know, it feels like nothing, but I've never seen so much of nothing, so I'm definitely enjoying it. Music in my car though, and I'm just blasting through it at 60 miles an hour speed maximum.
Yeah, I was thinking about earlier on when we were riding about the time that I called France the country of fuck all, because we'd gone for a few hours of fields and not much else. But this is a whole new level of nothing. just turned off the I-10 into the town of Van Horn. Looks a little bit run down in here.
Well, Van Horn sounded rather posh, but I don't think it is.
Looks like it was hit by a tornado or something.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Where is Denny's when you need it?
Yeah, I don't know. Right, let's get petrol. Oh, there's another uncle's place over there. Oh no. Well, we'll get petrol and then ask in the garage where's good to eat. There must be somebody who's actually cooking food.
We need one of mom and pop restaurants.
There must be something like that here.
Don't you worry, Rich, we'll feed you. Hey, there's Wendy's. Oh no, Wendy's is fast food.
Wendy's is burger and chips like everything else, isn't it?
No thanks. Wet and colourful all over here. Oh no. I need to be really careful getting back on the bike.
Well, I went in to prepay for the petrol because a lot of these machines don't like our cards from the UK, which is a little bit annoying. So you've got to keep going in, give them money, and then go in and get your change. Anyway, I asked them at the bar there or whatever at the counter, is there anywhere good in this town somewhere to eat? I said, proper food? Have you tried our burgers? He says. I said, look mate, I said, we're driving across the country, I've eaten a lot of burgers, is there anything else good here? Apparently there's a restaurant down in this town and we turn right called Broadway's and they do all kinds of food, he said, so hopefully we'll get something healthy-ish.
I think you're really delusional today.
Yeah, maybe. Look, it is not only really wet and colourful here, but there's also ice on the floor as well, so be very careful.
That's exactly what I told you, it's just not nice.
Friendly guys in there though. He said, oh, I come from El Paso, which is about 130 miles on. He said, I'll tell you some great restaurants there. He said, you could wait for me there, I'll take you to some great restaurants. Yeah, really friendly, nice bloke, but not sure I can wait 130 miles, mate.
Yeah, this town definitely seen better times.
Well, since that last place that we went, I can't remember how many miles it was, 70 odd miles or something to the next town, we saw one house out in the distance, just built on its own in the desert. Absolutely nothing around. You've got to really like your peace and quiet, ain't you, before you think that's a good idea to build a house there. I think this is it. That looks good. And there's cars and trucks outside as well. That is a very good sign.
We are inside the restaurant. Thank you.
Can I need some more time?
We'll need some time to understand what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tortilla chips and some dip. A little bit spicy but nice. We are almost out of Texas and I still haven't tried the Big Red, and I thought I've heard that was like a Texas thing, so I must try the Big Red. It should be just like a red pop.
Yeah.
Tastes exactly what you think a red pop would taste like. A bit like bubble gum, isn't it?
Yeah, like a bubblegum pop, that.
That's alright.
Lots of chemicals.
Look at that. That's proper red. Wow.
That's got to be healthy, isn't it?
That is some food colouring in it. It's actually as red as my nails. Look at that.
Alright, well, on the menu, in short, we have Mexican food,
With some
American
salad.
food, which is burgers and chips, steak sandwiches and stuff.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Have you seen that? And I've read that the brisket here was really good because I had a quick look at the reviews and the reviews are pretty decent, so...
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I get you anything else?
I don't think so. Thank you.
And then there's silverware with it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, sandwich is a code word for...
That is burger and chips, is it not?
Yeah. Brisket looks alright. To be fair, I don't really know what enchilada is.
Right, back to the I-10. Must be able to get back on if we go this way. Must be. This town's got to be linked at each end, surely.
If you look at the map, you'll probably know that there's a lot of interesting things around us that we are skipping. There was a Big Bend National Park that we skipped. There is gonna be Guadalupe Mountains that we're gonna skip, and we're just heading towards Tombstone, really, which is in Arizona. You just can't do it all on one trip, I think, and we're gonna be out of Texas probably tomorrow, maybe today, but Texas is so big, and if not the big freeze, we would have definitely seen more and spent more time in here. At the moment, I just feel like chasing the sunshine.
There's gonna be so many national parks, and, you know, some that are so impressive over in Arizona and things. So I don't feel too bad about passing through the couple here.
Oh well, if you saw everything on one trip, you had no reason to come back.
Well, we knew before we came there's absolutely no way that we could see and do everything in one tour, even if we had, you know, a full 3 months in America. You just can't. We were speaking to another traveller not long ago, and he's saying that he's visited, you know, like 49 of the states and still hasn't seen everything, and, you know, been doing it for years and years. And yeah, that's just what it is. America is absolutely vast. And the thing about motorcycle travel, or travel of any kind, is there's no right or wrong way to do it. You know, everybody's journey is going to be slightly different. And, you know, the things that you want to see will be, you know, down to the individual's preferences. But like us, you definitely won't be able to see it all.
Entering Mountain Time Zone. That means we're gonna move on 1 hour backwards, so we're gaining an hour. I'm just wondering when my phone's gonna move it. Well, it's 10 to 4 right now.
So we are now on GMT -7. And I have to admit, the scenery now is starting to get a lot more interesting. Surrounded by these hills or mountains, whatever you want to call them. Very nice too. I would love one of these big RVs. It looks like they're based off of a coach chassis or something. They're huge. Big enough to be carrying a decent sized family car as well. I just want one of those. 2 motorbikes in the back, that would be amazing. Oh wow, looks like something has just gone very bad here. Watch out for rubble in the road. Is that a blowout that's caused that? We have seen so many bits of here's a blowout that caused that, and he's lost the lorry. I could see that one of the tyres were completely missing from the trailer. Now it's funny, I was thinking this earlier on today. All along these roads you see bits of tyre, I mean constantly. If you look now you can see there's bits of tyre, so blowouts must be regular here. It's not like 1 or 2 has left that. But yeah, obviously for a lorry like that, really, really dangerous. Here you go, there's another half a tyre on the road there. Absolutely everywhere. Wow. Just pray hopefully that everything's alright. Well, that was exactly 100 miles since the last fuel stop. So we just pulled off here where it says there's a lot of things going on, services and stuff, and we need to stop and have a little bit of a break and make a plan where we're going to sleep tonight, I guess. Oh, my ass hurts, I know.
Right, that's a petrol station, that's all we need really now.
Yeah, we should get fuel anyway, yeah.
And the whole day today we saw one motorcycle go in the opposite direction, and that is it.
I don't know why, but I had it in my head. I thought every traveller ever was, you know, doing the whole coast to coast thing at some point. I thought we'd definitely bump into a few. I haven't seen another single person in all the way doing a coast to coast trip.
I went quickly inside the petrol station services here, and they're actually really good. So we just stopped earlier at the wrong one, or maybe in the middle of nowhere you don't get this really good service stations with loads of food options and stuff like that. But we found a hotel and a supermarket, so that'll be us for the evening.
More importantly, I've managed to find a hotel room that promises a kitchenette with a stovetop, and that means poached eggs in the morning.
But you don't know how to make poached eggs.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I take you to the supermarket, buy the sourdough and some eggs.
Sourdough, you're dreaming. There's no sourdough in here.
Must be. I deserve it after the crap we've had. Hey, I tell you what though, we've done well. These little himmies, they are smashing out the miles. I feel like we've crossed the Sahara Desert or something on this stretch of road. It's massive.
So far we've done 218 miles today.
218?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nearly as many as it feels like.
No, but then also I don't really trust my... Well, it must be right, isn't it? Must be.
Yeah, Texas is absolutely massive.
Look at that car. She's from Florida as well in front of you.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, I see now why so many people told us when we picked up these old Himalayans and they're all rattling loose and we had all the problems with it. You'll never cross the states on that. Yeah, and our sort of like stupid optimism. Yeah, we'll be fine. And when you see how massive these roads are, you know, 100-mile stints with nothing in between.
God, but those roads and that emptiness all around you just makes me feel alive for some silly reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's definitely an experience. It's not an experience I would want to do every day, but yeah, it is an expansive bit of land.
So when I got this bike, it was on 12,650 miles, and today I ticked over 3,000 since we got them.
Yeah, that rings true with mine, exactly 3,000 miles over.
That's only about what, 26 riding days.
That means I believe we paid about $3,000 for these, didn't we?
Kind of, yeah.
So they've cost us about $1 per mile so far. I reckon we'll have paid 50 cents per mile by the time we're done. Oh, that's not strictly true actually. We spent a few quid maintaining them, didn't we, and doing a new chain and stuff, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things it's pretty good. I am pretty confident the Himalayans are going to touch the other side. We go right over to San Francisco and some. And the little Himmies won't be done when we're done with them. Hopefully we'll be able to, you know, give them somewhere or another shop or something where someone else will take them on, and they'll go on to live long happy lives, do many more miles. Right, well, we have about 12 minutes, something like that, back on the I-10, and yeah, hopefully then we can go and find a supermarket and find our hotel. Been really useful with the time change because we've had a bit more daylight today than we expected, which is quite useful.
Today actually, when we were riding and the time changed and everything, I was thinking about Norway, because in Norway we had a daylight pretty much 24 hours, and that was actually useful when you had to push on the miles.
That was brilliant, but the problem is we get up late, but we like to ride on late as well. Well, we were rolling into campsites at like 1 AM in the morning. We felt terrible, but we weren't the only ones. It's like time doesn't exist in that place. I wonder if it's the same effect when it's nighttime all the time. Things have gotten very busy here on this stretch of I-10. It's amazing how things change within a couple of miles. It's like Spaghetti Junction here. It's turning into junctions all over the place, and nobody seems to know what lane they want to be in.
So far in every state we've seen different supermarkets, like Texas got H-E-B, which is really nice actually. Yeah, we haven't seen Aldi for the past few states actually, but Walmart, you can always count on Walmart with anything you need. It almost doesn't matter what time I walk into a supermarket by the end of the day, because when I walk out, it's always dark outside.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you was coming back for me. I just come out of reception and our room should be round there, and right next to the hotel is Harley Davidson Barnet.
Our motorcycles are safe right outside the door. I'm gonna show you inside.
This is a new one on me. When we arrived, he said, do you want pots and pans? Because I checked we had a room with a stove top. I said, yeah. He said, come back and get them. And I come back to reception, and there you go, your pots and pans in a box. I said, people don't go around nicking your pots and pans, surely? He said, no. He said, that don't happen here. No, when they're kept behind my desk. Unbelievable. All the places we've been around the world, we've never had to sign out saucepans.
In the room, we've got nice sofa, coffee table, nice king comfortable bed. We do have a bath, bit outdated, but it's all clean. So yeah, quite happy with this. And how much was this? 65
£64, yeah. Bit of a bargain really, considering where we are in a big city.
Yes, we are in El Paso.
We managed to clock in today 230 miles on those little Royal Enfields. Those bikes, you know, they are earning my respect really. I mean, $1 per mile so far they've cost us on what we paid for them. That's pretty good value really. Well, it looks like cooking's going well.
Well, it works. So, I've made some baby potatoes, chicken breast is frying over here, and we've got broccoli.
That is the good, honest, simple grub I have been craving for days now. But there was a bit of an oversight, so you can get your pots and pans from behind reception, but in the room there are no plates or any way to wash the dishes or anything. Luckily for us, we have our Transia stuff and our spork, and we've been carrying this with us the whole way. In fact, we do actually have the Transia cooking system with us, but we failed to realise that the gas canisters we have, they don't fit the connection that we have.
Yeah, we need to find some new ones. And I would recommend this to everybody. This is just a container for soap, so when it's finished I just fill it up with my own soap.
That's from Sea to Summit.
Yeah, that's Sea to Summit. I got the whole kit, but I think you can buy it separate as well. It's really good and compact.
So there's some camping kit that we take with us whether we're camping or using a hotel, and you know, simple things like the spork or a knife for cutting foods and things. It's so useful.
So good to have it. And on that note, we're gonna eat, go to sleep. I'm actually feeling my lower back after today's.
Been a long day riding today. I think we've done 2 big days on the bikes, and we're starting to feel it a little bit.
So the last 2 days we've done like 500 miles.
At least. Yeah, they've done really well.
Which doesn't seem like a lot, but on these bikes it is.
I just want to take the opportunity to thank everyone who's been supporting us on Buy Me a Coffee. I've just been putting through so many of the t-shirt orders. It blows my mind to think of how many hundreds of people are out there going around with our t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, and we can't thank you for the support enough. So thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you again in the next one.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.